Alright, what's up fam? It's your boy D Wills coming at y'all once again. I don't know if I made a video before about my kingpins. Well, basically having some vibration in the front end, and like I said, I checked I checked the majority of things, the easy things that it may be first, and so now it was none of that. Everything else checked out. So now I am at the famous kingpins and bushings. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can get this camera angle correct here. I'm gonna pause it and see if I can get the camera to go the other way. Hold on a minute here. Okay, well, no, the camera won't switch around on me for some reason. Let me see. Let me try this one more time. Okay, no, it still won't switch around. But anyway, all right. Let's see if I can do it this way. Okay. All right. So as you can see, I got the tire off already, right? So in order to get, let me see if I can get the picture. Okay, there's a drum right beside me. Of course, there's all my tools and crap, and my air wrench, impact wrench there. Let's see, get a picture of my impact wrench there and everything. I actually got a smaller impact right there. So let's go back around here. All right, so I am on the driver's side, of course, and like I said, the truck had the front end was just like shaking like this. More on an empty trailer, about 45 miles an hour, I would get that shake. Now my steering wheel was not shaking in my hand, but I would get that shake in the front. Okay, so so we get to the point where, like I said, I got the drum off already, and so now what I've done, I've taken the cap. It's like the grease fitting cap that will go on top of the kingpin on this truck here. So now you're looking down on top of the kingpin. That's what they call kingpin right there. Well, let me get my hands in the way. This big steel pin is what they call the kingpin. What takes up the space around it is the bushing. Okay, so when they say kingpins and bushing, that's what they mean. Okay, that big thick rod goes all the way from top to bottom. As you see right there, it goes all the way through that whole joint right there. That whole joint goes all the way through there. So what we have here is, let me see if I can hold this camera right. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up on the hub and see if you could. I don't know if you can see that shit good. Let me see here. I'm trying to hold this camera, do the same thing here. Let me see if I can get a picture of it. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if you can or not. Let me see if I can get this angle right. I think right there. Let me see the camera right there. Okay. Let's try this again. See if you can see that kingpin moving around there. Remember, I'm just pulling on it with my little strength, pulling on one of the lug nuts. You see that? Can you see that slop? Again, that's just me pulling on it a little bit. Hopefully you can see that slop. So if I can get it, if I can make that much slop in it with me just pulling on the lug nuts here, then you best believe that the weight of the whole front end of this truck is definitely enough to bring out whatever other wear there is in that bushing or kingpin. So I just wanted to completely verify it before I go and get the new kingpin kit tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish tearing this side down, and that way I'll be a little bit more ahead of the game for tomorrow morning. Okay, now let's always remember, I have this truck jacked up. Okay, jacked up in the air. Okay, safety first. There was another video, well, I forget the guy's name, but he was doing a similar work. I think he was doing some kingpin work also, and he stressed the importance, and I'm going to stress the same importance. Okay, make sure you have some blocking or whatever. I mean, really good wood. I mean, I went and bought some. You see, I'll show you down here. I went and bought some prop. You know what I'm saying. I mean, other than the jack stand, I trust that more than a jack stand actually, because it's 2 feet long, and so even if the axle wanted to move a little bit back and forth, if the airbags drop down some more, that thing is sitting on 4 blocks with a 2x8 across the top. So it's not going anywhere, and I still got my bottle jack under there, but I got that under there because, like you said, you don't want to just do this with just the bottle jack by itself, okay? Remember, if this truck falls and you're anywhere up under it, anywhere, a leg or anything, and it falls on you, okay, there's no maybe a little bit hurt, maybe nothing, okay? If this thing falls on you, that leg member is gone or whatever, and probably nobody's gonna be able to get it off of you in time. You may end up bleeding out right there, okay? If it lands on your chest or upper body, anything like that, it's a wrap, okay? So safety first. Make sure you have your truck properly braced and secured, supported before you do any type of work where you have the main part of this, truck suspended like this. It's not nearly as critical if you're just changing the back tire, one of the, off the drives. It wouldn't be nearly as critical to have all of that because, pretty much you just like lifting one tire slightly up off the ground a little bit. So just to change your tire or something like that. But anytime you're raising up the whole vehicle or something like that, or a major part of it, put proper blocking underneath that vehicle before you do anything else, okay? I can't stress that enough. All right, so this your boy D Wheels coming at y'all. I'm finna finish breaking down this one side before it get dark out here, and hopefully this video can give just give you an idea of kind of like what kingpins and bushings are, and some of the telltale signs that it might be time to get yours done. I am not encouraging anybody who really don't have skills. This is not really this is nowhere near a do-it-yourself job for just basic drivers, okay? You need to have some type of level of higher level of understanding things and how things are supposed to be put together, torque specs and stuff like that right there when you're putting it back together. So I'm just kind of give you an idea, and this is for the, I guess, the new drivers, inexperienced drivers, maybe jumping into owner-operator and all that stuff there. This is not for you professional guys who do this for a living, okay? That's why I'm not making a how-to video. I'm just kind of giving the, like I said, the novices and the brand new owner-operators who want to know a little something about a little something, just an idea of what kingpins and bushings are, okay? So again, I am not telling you to work on your truck, okay? All right, that's it. Your boy D Wheels, I'm out. Let me get to work.